They have an unstable self-image centered around self-criticism and feelings of emptiness. Instability in goals, aspirations, values, and career plans. Identity marked by impoverished, poorly developed, or unstable self-image, often associated with excessive self-criticism, chronic feelings of emptiness, dissociative states under stress. Okay, so you go through life, you go to school, you get your degree, you have a bunch of friends, and then you graduate. You are thrusted into the real world, and you have to figure out what the hell to do with yourself. You have a hard time meeting people and maintaining relationships. You don't really make a good career out of what you did in your life. And what do you know? These people have a hard time describing themselves to other people, particularly healthcare practitioners. We describe ourselves by what we do and how we make money. But they don't know what they're good at. They don't know what their ambitions are, because with the ambitions that they had didn't seem to figure themselves out. They may feel empty and constantly criticize themselves because they feel like they don't know how to be themselves and they have to constantly act. And they're struggling with their sense of self and how their interests line up with the world around them and how they have to contribute to society. If you had a goal in your career plan, if you had a directive, if you went to school for something and you messed up, you didn't end up getting the career you wanted to, if you did not end up being able to be comfortable in that job environment, of course you're going to have issues with your career plan and ambitions in life. You tend to put too much emphasis on people's ability to make money. So the idea that these people have issues with self-image, career goals, self-esteem issues, and trying to find out who they are in life strikes me as kind of odd, as it being its own specific trait, as something you have to check off in the box when you're trying to diagnose someone. Because if this person has issues with emotional control, unstable relationships, and black and white thinking, and trust issues, and abandonment issues, of course they're going to have issues with maintaining a job, maintaining career, maintaining a general concept of life and ambitions. It's kind of hard to have healthy career goals when you're constantly getting fired from jobs and having to restart other jobs, or taking like small gig contracts all the time, and you have no clue what you're good at. This in turn translates into instability in career goals and self-expectations. Like this can also be the case with autistic people, because issues fitting into the work environment and don't know how to properly please their superiors, flounder in the capitalistic society. When it comes to autism, the key traits that you're looking out for here are issues with communication, tactfulness, and empathy. They might have issues communicating their skills and their abilities to an employer, what to say and how to say in certain situations, which can throw an employer off. They might not be able to properly communicate and cooperate with coworkers and prefer to do tasks alone, or prefer to do tasks in a certain way that the employer did not lay out for them, which can often lead to a certain clash of personalities because the employer thinks they're trying to show them up. And so because they're not getting along properly in the workplace, the employer will think they're not being a good employee, and there may be a lot of conflict and tension. And may let them go early, and they're unable to maintain a proper career, which will often trickle down the line to financial instability and inability to move up in society properly. They may take lower pay, lower skill jobs than what they actually are capable of doing and what they have studied in the past. And over the years, they might just say, you know what, maybe this is better than fighting all the time. And I think I've forgotten a lot of my education anyway now. This person has been beaten down so much that they don't know how to properly act.